Demand for instant access to video is growing. People love the feel of live access. So in this video, we're going to show you 2 live streaming setups. I'm Mia with Kelby One. I know the words live streaming can sound really scary, but I'm going to break down the process and the gear you need in 5 simple steps. Now, while you can live stream from your smartphone, if you want better video quality, try using a professional camera. I'll show you an example in this video. We're going to cover wired and wireless live streaming, so if you need to be mobile with your camera, stay tuned. If you're looking for some more advanced advice involving multiple cameras, keep an eye out for the second video in this series. It'll cover some advanced options. First of all, the type of camera you choose is important. You want a camera that has a clean HDMI output. Most camcorders designed for video, like the one we're using here, the Canon XA25, has a clean HDMI output, but some DSLRs don't, and you'll see the display overlay with things like battery power and camera settings. That's no good, and it's extremely distracting on a live stream. So if you're working with a DSLR, make sure the HDMI signal is clean. Next, make sure you have access to the internet, either via Wi-Fi like I have here, or network cable. Make sure you're working on a dedicated line, not an open connection without firewall restrictions. This is super important to maintaining a strong and steady feed. A good speed to shoot for, if you're serious about producing a clean, uninterrupted feed, is 10 megabits per second upload and download speed. You have 2 options when it comes to live streaming. One is to stream wired, with a hard line connecting your camera to a capture device and the capture device to the computer. Now, this is the most reliable connection because you know that short of a wire coming loose, your signal should be uninterrupted. Let me explain what you'll need for this setup, and then we'll move on to a wireless setup. You'll start with a video camera that has a clean HDMI feed. Then you're going to need an HD capture device like this Blackmagic Design Ultra Studio Mini Recorder capture card. If you're only going to stream live, then the Mini Recorder is perfect. It's a device that captures the camera's HDMI video signal and outputs it to the computer via Thunderbolt with no quality loss. So because everything is hardwired, you shouldn't have a problem with latency. If your computer doesn't accept Thunderbolt peripherals, the Blackmagic Design Intensity Shuttle is an alternative which uses a USB 3.0 connection. You'll need an HDMI cable with the proper ends to connect the camera to the capture device. In our case, that's a mini HDMI to regular HDMI. Then you'll need a USB 3.0 cable or a Thunderbolt cable to connect the capture device to your computer. The good news is, that's all the hardware that you'll need for a wired live streaming setup. It's important to mention here that even with all the proper equipment, in order to stream high-definition video over the web, you'll need a computer that's up to the task. Most encoding platforms like Ustream, Livestream, and YouTube Live have recommended system requirements on their sites, but for starters, you'll need at least a quad-core processor, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and a dedicated video card, plus an updated operating system. Now, the other option is to stream wirelessly, making your camera portable so you can move around a location. Instead of a capture card like the Blackmagic one we featured, you'll need a wireless transmitter like the Teradek VidiU or the Livestream Broadcaster Pro. Like the other devices, they take an HDMI signal right from your camera's output, then encode and send it wirelessly to a streaming platform like Ustream, Livestream, or YouTube Live. The Livestream Broadcaster models only work with the Livestream platform. Both Teradek and Livestream have full-sized and mini models of their wireless transmitters, and I've decided to show you one of each. For reliable transmission, you'll need a rock-solid wireless connection. So if you're working in an area with no local Wi-Fi, you can either turn your smartphone into a hotspot or use a 4G USB modem and plug it directly into the wireless transmitter. Both of these devices are pretty simple and straightforward. The hardest part of streaming wirelessly is finding a balance between the resolution and the bandwidth. A bitrate can also play a role in getting you a solid signal. You should always test your stream on multiple devices to see if the quality is sufficient or if the latency between the camera and the stream is too high for your needs. Now for the last part, platform. If you're using a site like Ustream or YouTube Live, you'll need to sign up for an account, and many platforms have both free and paid options. Some platforms have built-in live web broadcasting software. but others don't, and they might require some separate encoding software. If you want a higher quality broadcast look, or if you have a multicam shoot, you also want to seek out more professional encoding software. It'll make a big difference in the overall broadcast image. No matter what platform you choose to stream from, a link will be supplied for your live broadcast so that you can send it out to people. Now you have everything you need to stream a live one-camera setup to the web. The streaming platform that you choose will have basic instructions to help if you have any questions about the setup of a live channel or broadcasting from their site. Again, if you're looking for some help with a more advanced live streaming setup, look for my second video on live streaming that goes over what to look out for with a multicam shoot.
Whether you're a hobbyist or a professional, B&H has the answers to your questions. Experience a world of technology at our New York City Superstore. Connect with us online or give us a call. Our staff of experts is happy to help.